So, one of the first projects that we did was the civic letter, and I chose to voice my opinion, rather opposition to the Atlantic Coast Pipeline Project, which is supposed to go through Cumberland County, which is where I live. And it was a really simple and quick project, but it was also very effective. And although I didn't receive a response, people in the past have gotten responses back, which just goes to show that your voice can and will be heard, and it doesn't take a lot of time or effort to do so. And I think people underestimate the value of a letter, especially in today's times when people don't write them very often. For the second project, the IT for Development, the most worthwhile part of that for me was the Wikiloc app. I hadn't heard of it prior to this class, but I could definitely see myself using that in the future. And I was able to learn a lot about downtown Fayetteville history and about a lot of local shops and businesses that I didn't know about. And then the third assignment, the P1T interview with Tom Hensley of Back to Earth Farms, that was definitely a highlight for me. I was really interested in just kind of hearing how he left his cushy corporate lawyer lifestyle to move to a farm, reconnect with nature, and really focus on the physical, spiritual, and mental well being of himself and his wife. Because in America, that's not really something that people do very often. Everything is super fast paced and full of chemicals, and everyone wants bigger, better, and more. And we kind of lose touch with those most basic elements of ourselves. And that's something that's really important to me, especially moving forward. And then beyond that, we also read the Cochia Chronicles and Half the Sky. And kind of the message between the two really speaks to education. Education is really the key, be it for women, micro entrepreneurs, tourists, the tourism industry. That's really the central part of everything. If we can educate people, get them to listen, we can solve a lot of the world's problems. And moving forward, I definitely am interested in sustainable tourism. That's my major, and I definitely feel more ready to enter the field now. And when I find myself in the role of tourist, I want to remember these, I want to practice what I preach basically when it comes to sustainable tourism practices.